Hi everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. I was checking my face for chocolate because, could be all over the place. How are you guys today? It's Tuesday. I'm home from work early, having allergy attacks, a little bit better. The wind and the leaves falling. My eyes have been tearing all day. So let's make something pretty. Let me show you the results from the last video, the puddle pour. And for those of you who called it and said, I don't know about those colors, man, don't like it, man, you guys were spot on, because the two different shades of brown, when they dried, merged into one and left me with big brown blobs. 3 B's. BBB, big brown blobs. Here, see, you can't even tell the difference hardly, it's hard to see. And then there, and then here. I still sort of kind of like it because I love the composition a lot. I love how balanced it is. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I really do hate the ghosting, particularly on the sides, which means I'm going to have to go back everywhere the white hit. It didn't leave a nice, see how the blue leaves a nice crisp line? The white, not so much. So I don't know. I find that these don't really sell. This is my 3rd or 4th one, and either I suck at it, which is probably true, or people like them, but they don't buy them. They're like, oh, they always comment like, oh, that's so cool, but they never really buy them. So I did film a video last night, and it was so funny because, ironically, I was talking in the video how I usually just post whatever I make. I don't like make one and decide I don't like it, and it's rare for me to not post it. Whatever it comes out to be, that's what I post. Last night I had to make an exception because my daughter, one, I didn't want to show her on film because she's young and I was uncomfortable, and she interrupted me twice and was on camera, and then she got yelled at on camera by her dad for goofing off instead of going to bed. So the painting I did, which is still obviously very wet, was this guy. And I was going for like this soft, I'm gonna set it down and then I'll put it down and show you. I was going for this soft, not so bright and bold look, and I kind of got it. But as it's drying, I think my various shades of blue are just turning into one shade of blue. So I'm a little bummed about that, but let me come down so you can see that guy. I posted a picture of it on the acrylic pouring page last night, but he's still very much wet. Obviously, it torched up really well. And I used the same pouring medium that I'm about to use today that I'll talk about. To kind of get this effect. But man, I just went with the torch and it went boing boing. So I was very, very careful, like, ooh, very selective torching with this one. Leave those swirls of pretty blue. It looks very winter is coming, Game of Thrones to me. So yeah, that one, we'll just sit over here for a second. So let me get all straightened out. Try to move this over a little closer. There we go. So today's pour, we have this awesome pre-gessoed, this is an 8x24, 2-inch deep cradled hardwood canvas. That cost me a pretty penny, and I have 2 of them. So if this one works out, I will make a twinsy. It won't match, but same color scheme. And today's color scheme is, I really think I'm going to start switching over to just soft body paints. I just love them. They're not as runny as, the high flow. I'm sick of mixing the heavy body. The, regular basic stuff is fine, but my preference more and more every day, every time I use them, is the Liquitex soft body. It's like melted butter. It's just awesome. So we have Liquitex soft body, in Payne's Gray. We have another Liquitex soft body in the ultramarine blue, the red shade, which is this cup. And then I didn't have any more soft body. So this one here is a heavy body. This is Liquitex. This is cobalt turquoise. And then, oh, I have two of those. Where'd my other one go? I'm missing a container. Oh, here it is. Just the Artist Loft. I didn't want to use Artist Loft. I wanted a professional brand, but I didn't have it. So Artist Loft, the aqua green. And then I was going to just do those 4 colors. And then I'm like, oh no, you need some bling. So I have a cup of gold, and this is the gold by the Winsor Newton Professional Series. So those are my colors. I wanted to mention too that the Blick brand of colors, like their student Blick brand of colors, do not necessarily match up with the same colors as like Liquitex or Golden or Sennelier or, you know, Master's Touch or whatever else you're using. I had out, what was it? I had out light permanent pink from Liquitex last night because I was going to do something pink. I changed my mind. Then I had out light permanent pink from Blick. The Liquitex one was light pink. The Blick version was a color of like pancake mix. Very, very different. So I noticed that too with like aqua green. Their shade of aqua green is much darker than the Artist Loft. So just be mindful of that if you're, you know, shopping for paint, that their colors are a bit different. They're all a bit different for all the brands, but I mean, this is like a big difference. Just like little differences, and then when it comes to Blick in their colors, it's like a big difference. So, pouring medium recipe today. I'm back to experimenting, which I haven't done. I was on the GAC 800 kick. And today I took 12 ounces of my Elmer's glue wall, and it hurt to do this. Oh my God. I was like, this is so expensive, as I poured 8 ounces of GAC 800 into my glue. And I know you anti-glue people are like, what? You're crazy. You only need the GAC, or you only need the glue. And my response to that is, I want to experiment and have fun and see what happens. I just want to see what happens. So, you know, I've always said I don't expect my paintings to last 300 years. I tell my clients that when they buy one. And no one seems to care, honestly. The only people who seem to care are like, I don't know, I guess professional artists, or even maybe, I don't know. Or maybe some galleries, but I want to experiment and have fun. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, let's get started. Move these down. Consistency for the colors. So yeah, so 12 ounces of glue, 8 ounces of GAC 800, and maybe 2 ounces of water, which wasn't enough water because I had to add little bits of water to this. This is not quite half and half. I'd say 60% paint, 40% pouring medium, and then water for consistency. Today, I didn't want it so thick, so when it pours off the stick, the trace, that's the paint that hits the cup, doesn't leave a mound at all. It just dissipates. Now, it's not super fast. It's not pouring off the stick, but it is definitely dissipating immediately into the cup. So that's what I tried to get. I'll be sniffling a lot, so I apologize in advance, but my nose and my eyes are just having a field day. All right. So we're just gonna do, I think, 3 small cups on this. We're gonna do flip and drag. because I want these to be nice. And then, as usual, you know, a cup of tea white. Let me add my treadmill, my spot on. Where's my spot on? Let me add this to the colors real quick. I'm just gonna put like 2 drops in the colors. This one's pretty full. I'm gonna do 3 and 3 in the gray. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to a company where I buy my business cards and my stickers. I use Moo, M-O-O, moo.com. They make really fun cards. Now, like, no, this one's a traditional size, but they make like square cards, bigger cards, little slips of cards for wallets and things. Really high quality. That's the back of my business card. That's the front. Really super nice. And then, you know, I got it, they came with a pack of stickers so I could put those on the back of my paintings with my initials so they have, you know, my information. And then they sent me some other fun little stickers that I'll show you throughout the video today. Like, I'll show you one right now, which is totally true, which is this one. Totally true. So, yeah. All right, let's get going. Start my layering. Let me think about my order a second. So I'm gonna go. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Can you guys, oh, you guys really can't see that. Oh, you'll see it as I go. All right. Yeah, so while I was filming last night, in the middle of it, and usually my daughter's really good about, you know, going into another room or not talking to me while I'm filming. But it's health week at school. My daughter's 12, and she knows all about the birds and bees. But every time it's health week, she asks all kinds of random questions. And in the middle of filming, she came up and said, "Mommy, I got a question I have to know." I'm like, okay, what? And she said, "So if excuse me, if 2 ladies get married, how do they have a baby without the guy?" And I was like, kind of not prepared for that question. So I was like, "We'll talk about it later." And she's like, "Okay, but what if 2 guys get married? What do they do?" And I just said, "Well, maybe they adopt." And that kind of made her happy, and she went away. But it was like that all day yesterday with like just random questions. Like, why does the egg switch between fallopian tubes? Why can't it just pick one? I was cracking up. I'm like, I really don't know, honey. But that's a really good question. Like, and I should be really happy that she's comfortable and like comes to me, you know, and is not embarrassed, and we have those kinds of conversations. So I just didn't think it needed to be, you know, recorded forever on YouTube. So it was pretty funny. But then she did get in big trouble for not, because she gets up at 7, and it was like 11:15, and she still wasn't in bed, and my husband was getting mad, and so she got yelled at, and that was captured. I'm like, oh. And oh, I hope this isn't too much green. I'm gonna ease up on that dark green. Oh, Free Willy is sold. I can't believe it. After all that angst of, you know, finding the perfect shades of blue or gold or silver or whatever, and, you know, making 3 blue paintings to figure out what to do with the big one, he's a goner. I was out of the blue. contacted by, I guess, an interior designer on Instagram. She's like, oh, I love your work. Do you have anything big? And she sent me a couple of my own and asked me if any of these pieces were available, and they weren't, one, and two, they were small, and she was looking for something big. And I said, I only have this one big one right now. And I sent her a picture, and she sent it to her client, and they loved it, and they bought it. And so in about a month, because I got a resin it, it's going to go off to, where's it going? Ontario, Canada. So that was very exciting. That was just good timing, really, I guess, that I happened to have it, you know, a week earlier, and I'd be like, no, sorry. But yeah. So back to the drawing board for my living room. Yeah, I'm skipping that, what was that color? The cobalt turquoise for a second, just because 2 greens plus the blue, yeah, we're gonna skip that for a second. Go right to the blue. I think I have plenty of paint. So I think I'm just gonna add just a dollop of the green, the bright green, just a little bit. Just like that. What else could I tell you guys about? Oh, so a lot of you have told me that you can't see or access my shop on Facebook, on my Waterfall Acrylics page. And despite my best efforts, like, I don't know what to do about that, because I can see it. And I've tried it, you know, like not as Waterfall Acrylics, and I can still see it. But there are times where I'll click on a picture for something that's for sale and I can't open it up. So I don't know what's going on with it. I am kind of annoyed, and I got annoyed enough over the weekend to finally cave and open up my own Etsy shop. So far I have about 30 paintings loaded. I have 10 sitting in my living room to add, and these are mostly recent, like within the last 6 months. And then once all of those are loaded, I have a big box of older works that I usually take to like craft fairs and art fairs and such, that I will break into and load all those as well. But the shop is up and running. I haven't, like, you know, put out a link or anything yet because I've been loading content. And but yeah, kind of exciting. It's Waterfall Acrylics, all one word. It wouldn't let me make it 2 words for some weird reason. But yeah, had a cave. All right, let me see. 1, 2. Please be pretty. Please be pretty. 3. Piece of chocolate. Gloves. Oh, and then the last thing I wanted to tell you about is I did the first video for the clock, on how to make a clock. So I did the pour on a 9-inch MDF round, and I think it'll be like 3 parts. So part 2 will be drilling the hole and varnishing it. And then part 3 will be putting on the hardware, and that'll be it. So then I'll splice those all together and load the videos. So that should be out sometime next week. The little MDF is still curing. It is not the one I posted. It's not this guy. It's different. This is older. It's not this one. And this one's been resin, so I don't want to, I'm afraid to drill into it actually, because the resin is pretty cured and I run the risk of cracking it. If you're going to drill in resin, you got to drill first. It's just safer. So I'm not going to turn that one into a clock. All right, let's go. Let me see. How am I going to do this? 1, and then 2, just to get the corner there. Whoa, love that. I don't know why I'm kind of going sideways. I just kind of am. Some there. Where else am I worried about? I'll just put the rest here. Just for real estate purposes. Got a little bit of colors left, particularly the first cup. I have a little bit that I could probably take and go right here. Like that. All right, let that set a second. While I stare at it. Lots of bubbles. Blip. All right, let's pop some bubbles. My torch is already getting dirty. You knew that wasn't gonna last, right? I think it was clean for about a week. But yeah, it's good enough. Let's go this way a little. All right. Let's kind of go easy on the torching, I think. Wearing the white. I'm gonna pour that gold off anyway. All right, what looks like it might be a trouble spot? Like this, I think can all come this way. Worried about that. That pain in my cup. Oh, let's see what happens. Wish me luck. That one spot's gonna be trouble. Let me come this way a second. I don't want to lose that. I really like that. Oh,
on me. Just talking to myself. Oh, it's gonna go. What are you gonna do? Sometimes you just can't help it. That was a shame because that had like the aqua with the black cells around it, and I was trying to save it, but it was just too dang close to the edge. So let's see, you got this tiny corner, tiny spot, and then the trouble spot. Kind of loving it though. Wow. Kind of loving it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a second one with the same colors and have a set. Just make that all nice and slippery for the paint. Go ahead. And then I can go this way a little bit. Let me stop and stare. Rinse off my hands. Do I like it that way, or do I like it better the other way? That's scrunched up all the cells at the top. Or do I go this way? Stretch them out a little bit. Like that. Oh, I love all that white space, all the negative space. That's awesome. I'm missing like, I need like a drop of paint right there. Got a little tiny edge. These edges are covered. That doesn't look like it is, but that's gold up there. I am not touching it with a torch again, so I can keep that background. That's pretty awesome. Spoon. And what do I have, anything on the table I can use? Let me use this little bit of black. Blackish blue right here. And where's that one spot? I need like a drop. Right there. And then, is that it? I don't have to worry about the sides, only the lip, because the lip will show. So I can do that off camera though, because I mean that's kind of boring to watch. Ta-da! That's a keeper. That is done. I am thrilled with that. I gotta say, I really, really like that recipe, that pouring medium recipe, because you can tilt all over the place And the cells are like, yeah, okay, I will go wherever you want me to go. Like it just, you know, really, really kept its shape well. Well defined, great colors with the circles. I might do a second video. How much paint do I have left? I might have enough. I just need to make a little more aquamarine blue. I have plenty of the greens. I have a whole cup of white. I might do back-to-back videos of twins. So you can see the second one. We'll see how close we get, but yeah. This one's gonna be really conceited, but I'm just joking around because that was the other little sticker he sent me, so. Yay. Yeah, yay, double, triple yay. I love this one. Love. Tickle pink. Why is it pink? Why can't I be tickled turquoise or something? I don't know. Let me get you down. Hold on, I'm sorry, my nose is running. Yeah, take a look, guys. Oh, come on up. Where's the end? So there's that end. Pretty awesome. And I'll just go straight up, since it's like just wide enough. Right? Love the background. Like, don't touch it, right? Do not torch. Walk away from the torch. Self-control, man. Because it's tempting, but I'm not gonna do it. And come up high. Where is the whole thing? There she be. That's a keeper for sure. So, oh, my eyes, I'm crying. Thanks. Thanks for the love and support. Sorry, my allergies are just out of control today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support and all the love and comments. I love that. And I'm going to do a twofer today. So stay tuned. Bye-bye.